Yes. Weedlings in general, if placed correctly and if used correctly, are a nightmare.
And we have a Leon from Team Laugh.
Yes. And Team Discovery Channel going for what was that? Seems to be yes, that's a Na. And I didn't see the third character
A
for
Leon.
Team Discovery Channel. Oh, Leon. Righty.
And Ed Wiener is apparently just waiting for the... I don't know what, actually.
Yeah, and Wiener getting those weedlings right away.
And let's see if he does traditional placement. Well, that's
Oh,
kind of odd. Normally I see the double
Hmm.
trap on the opponent's side.
Maybe, and also the top lane having a little weedling nest there is very annoying, especially with fertilizer, getting them extra HP. They get really annoying, really helping you to dominate that lane. But really, he's going for the bottom jungle, so we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, and Slyfight Badger is in a world of hurt right now.
Oh, getting right into the weedling there.
Nowhere to go with
That's
that
too bad.
weakling blocking out.
Yeah, exactly. That's too bad. And Team Discovery Channel's Leon getting that first blood.
And we have one up top as well. Does he put the second downstairs? I'd have to imagine he would.
Maybe, but maybe he's placing just one to get all those creeps as soon as they spawn, while having the rest of his weedlings, yeah, exactly, on top, getting that immense pressure on top lane. You have, if you didn't experience it, you have no idea just how much trouble they can cause. Even if they're visible, by the way.
And Klonoa going back to base. What will he be picking up? Alright, going into early tornado. Well, not early tornado. I forgot he doesn't use any cash items. So no extra solar gain here. And complete awkward silence.
Yes.
And finally, the double weed downstairs. I had expected that to come, and it has.
Yes, it did, although the placement of the second weedling is kinda awkward in my opinion.
Actually, if he were to place the other one right there, as soon as you fall in, it's an instant trap, and it's almost impossible to get out once they're fully sized.
Hmm.
It's a very, very hard to deal with setup. But it looks like Tornado is made perfectly to um, set
Yeah,
them up.
just deal with them. Yeah, but as soon as he gets fertilizer, it'll be a lot more, a lot harder for Team Laugh to deal with them. But until that happens, the weedlings aren't all that useful.
But it is keeping Klonoa occupied while they move up on the top turret.
I have to wonder why Na isn't getting back and getting those that fertilizer upgrade, because he definitely has the solar for it.
Indeed. And for those who are viewing Summernauts for the first time, we're an interesting sort of group. We're attempting different ideas and different rule sets involving character bans and all sorts of goodies. Our bans don't work the same way a Dota ban would, though. If your team bans from the other team, you don't have to worry about retribution in form of your own ban affecting you. But the opponent's team does get a ban against your team, and that's what we saw early on with the Clunk and the Skoldir banned from each other's teams. Or rather, from the other team, not from each other's teams.
Indeed. Not a lot of action going on in this round. Both teams taking their time, getting their farm before just getting the push on.
And you have to worry about a Nah getting an early farm. I mean, the carry here is definitely the Leon, and on both teams especially, but on Discovery Channel, it could lead to some really dangerous effects if Nah can get to his late game earlier than the rest. If I'm not
That's
mistaken, he
true.
also has the ability to go slow on his poison. He did select that one, and that sort of setup with a... That's the standard setup I normally see right there with the Gnaw Weedlings. To trap in on the opponent's side should they try to escape from you running down. Brutally effective stuff.
Yes, indeed.
And down goes
Oh,
Tyrannus upstairs. Off of
with
camera,
the
unfortunately.
explosion. Yeah, that's too bad. But that's, I believe, no, that wasn't the first blood actually. It's the second blood. Uh, for the Clunk here, I believe that's the second kill for Laugh now.
Yeah, second
Not looking
kill on Laugh. Laugh has
on
gone down
Laugh,
twice
excuse me.
now.
On Laugh, yes. Not looking too good for Laugh, but this is still early game.
And
See how
as
it
we
goes.
know from my previous banter, Laugh is built around their late game.
Indeed.
But here comes a big push from Discovery Channel, already at half health.
Yes, but Team Laugh managing to get that push off and cancel it out.
And the DOT is really doing its work.
Yeah, it definitely does, though I kind of have to wonder when or if Klonoa and the rest of his team will get the health regen, because Na is basically a DOT right now. He's basically based on DOT other than the Weedlings. So if they get the health regen, they might be able to nullify most of Na's damage.
For the time being, but it looks like
For the
Slyfat
time
Badger
being,
is in
yes.
a bad place.
Oh,
Managed
yes.
to escape with his life.
Just barely.
And we have Invisinaw. Not exactly the setup I would have gone for. I would have seen if they could have scoped it out and perhaps sent their Clunk in on an Invisible, but I guess it's better than the other team getting a hold of it.
That's true.
And some unforgiving weed placement here. Scoping out in
definitely.
every single place that there could be a creep, and that means that Na is basically going to be invincible until they get rid of the other, pardon me, weeds. I just lost all my words there. Ladies and gentlemen,
And
someone
that
find the
is-
thief who took my words.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, but Na here has more than 450 solar right now. I really can't understand why isn't he backing off and getting those upgrades. It'd be just so useful for him, especially the fertilizer, as Team Laugh are getting rid of his weedlings right now very quickly.
Yes, with relative ease for sure. And that is not... Oh, that is a kill, indeed.
Ooh, yes, yes,
Might be a
indeed.
second. Indeed. There we go. Two
Oh,
kills.
that's a double kill for Na here. Extra solar for Na. Look at him now sitting on 600 solar. Wow, that's dangerous stuff for Team Laugh.
And finally going back.
Yeah, finally, what's he getting?
And not picking up
Oh.
fertilizer, going straight into the dot on the spit. I mean, you can't fault a guy for not going with it when it's definitely been working for him so far.
Oh, that's true. His Weedlings are doing their job. While they do get destroyed eventually, they are doing their job of harassing the enemy, getting the creeps, and just
And down goes the
generally
top
be
turret.
be a bad thing for Team Laugh.
So he has drip and max damage on the damage over time spit. And once again, a waste of the invisible orb, but I'm not sure what his idea is behind that. There's not really, aside from a Froggy with the max stun, there's not really much on the opponent's team that I'd worry about with regards to their invisibility skills. Leon, you always have to expect it regardless. It's built into him. And I'm just not sure why Na keeps jumping into it and wasting it.
I guess they're just thinking that, well, it's better off that they take it instead of the enemy team.
Indeed. Oh, almost bulled to death, but that's definitely enough dot to take over if that bite didn't hit.
Blue team is now dominating this match. That Na is just so annoying for Team Laugh, making them get back and get that extra health all the time, not letting them just deny that push from Discovery Channel.
I mean, we expected a strong secret character. I'm not sure we expected his Gnaw to be this effective this early.
That's true.
And the Invisil-Clunk, it's what I've been calling for the entire time. If they can get a trap on any of Team Laugh right now, it's game over. I saw the explosion go off. Did it actually hurt or kill?
Nope, it didn't. It actually didn't. That's a little too bad, but the match is still going on. And Team Discovery Channel sticking together, making sure they get the most damage out.
And
oh, no, almost getting bowled again.
The spit damage doing its work there. And even if he had
definitely
gotten
does.
bowled, there's just too many creeps feeding his health there to really cause any extra drama there. And there goes Klonoa. The dot plus the backstab.
That's just horrible. Just too bad.
And did Lone Star get away? Lone Star manages to bail.
Yes. No, it's
Nah,
just
currently sitting on 500 Solar.
500 solar again. Just so much solar, and he's not backing off. I gotta
There's no
wonder
need for him
why.
to.
There really is no need, but you'd think that it'd just be that much more effective if he will.
As we call it in the industry, he's feeling himself right now.
Yeah,
Tons of swag.
basically that. Basically that, yes. And that drip spit just being so effective in this map.
There's not really a place it can't hit.
Yeah, basically. Especially at the top lane, you can see how it drips all the way down to the bottom lane.
And what's your opinion between the split spit and the drop spit? What do you favor?
Well, it definitely depends on the map. Of course, like if you go in maps that don't have a lot of places for drip spit, kind of like Sorona, drip spit there isn't all that useful in most cases. So definitely split spit is more effective. But in maps like Aguillon and AI Station 404 especially, drip spit is just so incredible, doing so much damage.
And
speaking
Klonoa
of
goes
damage,
down. It looks like an invisible clunk just caught him.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
Durandus almost caught by a Weedling there. You would have to think that if the Weedling had fertilizer, there would have been another dead Lone Star, but it looks as if he's gone all into direct bite damage with still no fertilizer on the Weedlings.
Still no fertilizer, indeed. Because, yeah, it doesn't seem like he needs that.
So for those claiming that Discovery Channel only knows how to use the OP strats, we're not seeing any OP distinctly from this null play.
Yes, indeed.
For those not familiar with our funky fresh lingo, OP meaning overpower, strats meaning strategy. And that could be one dead Leon.
It might be more dead Leon, but no, he manages to escape with his inherit invis.
And is that the end of the bottom turret? It is indeed.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Team Laugh losing both of their
And if Durandus
turrets.
doesn't have heal over time, he's dead. That could be what they call an Olay. Copyright
Yes.
Slow Wolf, Naza, Weasel.
Yes. Every time you say that, they get 50 cents each.
Well, no, they actually just get 50 cent. The rapper appears in their house and shoots them 9 times.
Oh, so don't say that too many times. That's not good.
Olay, Olay, Olay. No.
Oh, come on. Nah, almost dying to all that damage, but he manages
Doesn't really
to
have
pull
to
through.
fear dying too much, though, with all of his Weedling placement just healing him constantly.
Yeah,
I'm not even sure
pretty
he has
much that.
regen in this build at all.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case, but yes, he is getting so much health from those weedlings, because the time it takes for the creeps to respawn. By the time one creep dies, the other already respawns, and it gets him the health back. So he is pretty much constantly healed. It's like having a pocket Voltar of some sorts.
And in most maps, I'd say AI Station, Sorona, and Ribbit, Having a Gnaw just farming the entire time, harming the heal supply is a terrible thing, but in Agilon, where escapes are so plentiful and so easy, it's just, there's no downside to Gnaw eating up all the creeps here.
Yes, that's true. And looks like Leon in deep trouble here, but
Managed to escape,
through.
but taking a ton of damage. He
Yes,
jumped out and
true.
maybe doomed himself. No, the Leon definitely has health.
Oh,
And
there
finally
goes
the fertilizer.
Yes, indeed.
And 2 stages of regen have been picked up by Gnaw. Now he is unkillable.
Pretty much that, as long as his weedlings stay alive. And they definitely will now that they have fertilizer.
Indeed. Although, fun fact, he does have to replace his weedlings for them to get the fertilizer effect.
Ah, Ranma.
And down goes Klonoa, tongue into explosion, brutally effective.
Super effective.
No, not even Pokemon want to see toxic damage like that. And just a heads up, the fertilizer upgrade on the weedlings allows them an additional, I want to say, 40 health?
Yes, that's 40 health.
Making them nigh unkillable with most auto attacks until very late game.
Indeed. Remember that weedlings also have quite a high health regeneration. So even if you do manage to get a few solid hits on them, they just regenerate and sustain themselves.
And that right there is evidence of a large weedling.
Oh, that's interesting because Nas seems to be going for decreased damage over time for the bite. Damage over time duration for the bite, because I saw 2 damage over time ticks from the bites. It's an interesting decision because when I go for bite offense biting Gnaw, I usually go for, if I go for pure damage, then I
That could be
try
a
to
dead
get...
Gnaw, but no, there goes the healing. Oh, managed to kill him with the
finally
rocket.
dies. That's too bad. There goes the kill streak, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Didn't get the kill streak. Anyway, when I pick Gnaw with high bite damage, I usually pair it with lifesteal, because that gives me a ton of lifesteal, and I've actually calculated that that's 12 HP per second if you get all the bites in.
At the same time, though, if I'm going pure bite damage, I go bite, the damage over time, and then attack speed. I don't normally go for the damage over time being condensed into one go, but if that's the route he's going, it can be very, very effective. Just pure damage output. Let's see what he has up his sleeve here. Well, no,
He
it
actually,
appears...
he actually did buy 1 level of slow spit.
I'm not sure he actually bought the... I'm not sure he has the condensed attack damage, or dot damage, rather. That's only one upgrade, and didn't seem to have it activated. It looks like he's doing general damage over time, attack speed, and the raw bite damage.
Oh, there goes Klonoa with an explosion in the face. Klonoa.
And now with a fresh lease on life, Gnaw can place all of his weedlings, and they will all have...
Finally, Klonoa getting the extra HP. He needs that.
Calls into question whether or not they could have used it much earlier, and Gnaw is just out-leveling all sorts of red team right now.
Yes, indeed. 200 solar in his pocket, level 24 right now.
I mean, everybody on Discovery Channel is getting significant farm. But with the highest on Laugh, I believe, being the Klonoa at 16.
17 right now.
17, it's not as bad as expected. Okay, we do have Sly Fat Badger getting some good farm in at level 21. He needs to get to carry status as soon as possible if there's any hope for Laugh.
Yep, indeed, and Team Laugh are getting pushed back into their base again. That teamwork from Team Discovery Channel is just so effective, so well done.
Tons of weed, tons of clones. It's just scary to go outside right now if you have Laugh in your moniker.
Yes, indeed. And you can see how Gnaw just keeps denying that area from Team Laugh, making them really think through their movements there.
And Slyfat Badger is down. Too much dot.
Ooh, ouchies.
So with their lead farmer finally going down, Klonoa and crew are really going to have to push something hard quickly.
Yeah, but it'll be a little difficult for them to do that now that they
And there
are
goes
a member
Gerondus
short.
as well.
Oh, there goes the
Full
Lone
push
Star.
Clunk just pushes down that turret like it was nothing.
Oof, ouch, ouch, ouch. That turret just melts.
And now the entire creep wave is down. We could be looking at GG already, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe they are keeping that stress going on that drill.
Down goes Klonoa, down goes
Oh,
Slyfat Badger, and that is good game.
That
Good game
is
comes out for
GG.
both parties.
and
Letting it
well,
live.
where is it?
Styling? No styling.
There goes the drill.
And out goes Laugh. Valiant performance. Probably the best fight we've seen up against Discovery Channel so far. But Discovery
Yes.
Channel just too strong.
Yeah, Discovery Channel too strong. Please nerf Ranma, please. But yes,
You hear us,
Discovery Channel
Ranma?
just
need a nerf.
working. Yes, Discovery Channel working just so perfectly in sync. You could see that, especially in the first match. You could see just how well they move together as a group, as a team, just making sure no one is really alone at any time.
Shadowing each other excellently. It's terrifying how good teamwork can just turn around a game entirely.
Definitely.